Hey, welcome back, guys. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since the last video, but I mean, there's not really much to make content on at the moment, especially considering I can't summon anything anymore. I don't know what's been going on. I've had the worst possible luck, and I just don't have any new units. So if I don't have any new units, I can't make any videos. But we do have these new remix banners today. We have one for Legendary Shez, and then we have one for Mythic Medeus. So let's take a look at these remix banners and see if they're any worthwhile. So, of course, on colorless, we've got Big Daddy Medeus over here, who got a pretty solid remix, all things considered. I mean, this guy, all he really wants to do is just stand there and give on-guard support to allies, so you can give the middle finger to the Bolt Tower. But they allowed him to double down on that. Now he's giving debuff support. Now he gives buff support to allies. They gave him Firm Canto Curb as his C-skill upgrade, but I feel like they could have gave him something better. Maybe something for the A skill or something else. I don't know what, but what I do know is that he doesn't really need it, because this guy would be the prime target to give the Corrin ring to, right? Like, he's just going to stand there, put up on guard, and then all the new things that he can do with his remix, like Frozen and Sabotage debuffing, his weapon gain buffs for allies now, and then you do all of that, and now he's just setting up Divine Vein Green and Divine Vein Ice, and then you've got Warp Bubble support, you've got Canto Control support right there, and then you have Ice Tiles to make it more annoying for the enemies. So, yeah, I feel like this guy's actually in a pretty good spot right now, and if you don't have him, he's not a bad unit to have, but at the same time, he is a defense mythic hero, so you really only need one copy and you're good. Okay, he is color sharing with Attuned Alm, who is okay. He's also not like the worst attuned hero, but I feel like we do have better attuned heroes at this point, like Attuned Tharja, for example, Attuned Ryoma. Like, those are the attuned heroes that are right now, like, those are the guys. But Alm is okay, right? Like, he's got okay fodder. Actually, does he? I guess not really. Yeah, Speed Taker 4 isn't really used right now because there's just better options like Potent Finish, Potent Assault, Aerial Maneuvers if you're a flyer. So, yeah, most of the units that might have considered using Speed Taker aren't really going to do that anymore. Pulse on Blades, we have like 50 other variations of Pulse skills now for whatever reason, and all of them are better. Perfect Attack Speed is not as good as some of the other A skills we've got, like, and in fact, even Sly Swift, I think, is probably better than this, and they came out around the same time, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I mean, this guy, he's seen better days. He's okay as a unit. Like, I don't really want to downplay him as a unit. He does have great talent, attack, and speed. He's getting cooldown reduction. He's got also this skill here. He should be able to turn off non-special skills that, like, are defensive, like Pavis and Aegis, which could be okay, because right now people are running Shield Fighter again with Pavis and Aegis on certain armors, like Rhea, for example. So, yeah, I think if you're going to run this guy for real, you want to give him Fatal Smoke 4 and then give him Lin Ring and just have him snipe from a mile away. Probably give him some better DPS skills in the A and B slot. But at the end of the day, he is a fodder bank, and you can never downplay how good that is. So colorless looks actually okay here. Then on red, we've got the Mythic Lith. Yeah, he was okay. I liked his remix that they gave him, but it just never really amounted to much because, I mean, it's Lith. You can't really run him and be serious about it. So, a little unfortunate, even though this guy does have some of the best artwork in the game. He's accompanied by Fallen Male Alir, who actually is a pretty solid unit. His Miracle is nice, and then he can just be really annoying. He's an okay, like, frontliner that can be tough to get rid of. Like, if you're playing him in Anima Defense and you're just trying to make sure all the units you have in the front can't be just, like, chucked by Elm setting up undefended and then somebody else attacking. Like, this guy, he's not the easiest to get rid of. He's not completely difficult to get rid of either, but he does have that annoying miracle effect which can keep him in the game, and You can give him much better skills, of course, like Lagu's Loyalty is an option. For the C skill, what would you want to give him? Probably, I mean, you could give him Firm Kanto Curb, but I kind of like him as an option with the Korin Ring also. So, yeah, well, you can't give Korin Ring to everyone, right? So, one of these guys is going to have Firm Kanto Curb, and one of them is going to have Korin Ring. So, yeah, this guy, he's okay. I don't have anything bad to say about him. On blue, we've got Peony, and then we also have Naga, which essentially just means blue is what you pull if you're looking for merges. If you need to raise your score, which actually my Peony is only at +8, so blue might low-key just be my best color here. And then finally on green, we have Yune and Atri, who both have certainly seen better days. So overall, if you're going to summon here, I think colorless has value for sure. Okay, over here on the Shez banner now, we have, of course, Legendary Shez, who also got a pretty solid refine and remix, except I cannot believe they legitimately gave her Seal Speed and Defense 3. Like, dude, really? They might as well have just not even given her an upgrade at all if that's what they were going to give her. Because no one ever in the history of ever ran the split gold border seal skills. It just never happened. Because there's no reason to. Even when they came out, we had better options. So, yeah, they could have gave her a better special. They didn't have to necessarily give her a B or a C skill. They could have gave her, instead of Glimmer, like, I don't know, Lethality. Even though, well, actually, this unit, I believe they let her nullify Guard now, right? Like, on her remix. So, actually, she could use Lethality, I guess. Yeah, something like that, or maybe one of the new stuff, like, I don't know, Arc Rival, or what was the one that the Mythic Balder had? Celestial Form, or something like that. I don't remember if daggers are able to get that one, but yeah, I mean, they certainly could have gave her something better than Seal, Speed, and Defense, but I don't have anything bad to say about her as a unit, because they actually did cook a little with her remix. Alright, she is color sharing with the Fallen Dedu over here, so he is also a pretty solid fodder bank. As far as him being a unit goes, he does have some save shenanigans where he can save allies that are in 4 spaces as opposed to 2, which is pretty cool, but unfortunately he's not tanking anything, so it's kind of a moot point. But he is an armored beast, right? And there are a lot of good exclusive armor and beast skills that you can duplicate with this guy. So, yeah, even though he's a rearmed hero, he is a pretty good fodder bank just based on his movement type and weapon class. And his weapon, no one really uses arcane beast weapons, honestly. The only one that would is, who was it, Fallen Edelgard, and her refine is probably just better than this anyway. So, yeah, there we go. Blue is okay, actually. Then on red, we've got Legendary Seliph, and we have also Legendary Eliwood, both units who have seen better days. Alright, then on green, we have the Fallen, or not Fallen, just male Robin. I don't know why. Every time I see a Robin that looks like he's overdressed, I just immediately think Grima for some reason. But nah, this guy, he's just regular old Robin. Did this guy get remixed yet? I don't think he did. He could be interesting. I mean, once he gets his remix, he could be looking a lot better. But as of right now, we don't know. So, let's just leave him alone. And then we have Fallen Female Alir, who is pretty good. She's not one of the top armors anymore, but she is still, like, right on the cusp, I would say, of being, like, one of the best armors. She does still give good support with Fell Spirit. Diluvial Boost is a great fodder skill, as is Higher Ground. So, can't really go wrong with any of those things. Scowling Fighter, is that okay? Let's see here. Alright, res-based DR, res-based damage. Gives you bonus charge. Gives you Scowl on the enemy. I guess it's okay. The one from Burger King I like a little better, Crafty Fighter. And then, if you're not going to run that, there's actually a lot of other good skills you could go for as well. So, yeah, it's okay, but there may be better options. So, yeah, nothing really bad to say about her. She's okay. Alright, then on colorless, we have Saint Elamine, and then we also have the Fallen Lena. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Lena's okay. I mean, if the enemies are running Fatal Smoke, she doesn't serve any purpose at all. But if they're not running Fatal Smoke, she's just a better version of Fallen Maria who found her way into the meta. So I guess Lena's okay. You may want to take off Magic Shield for Ice Lock, though. And then maybe give her other stuff, too, like maybe Cancel Curb. I guess the rest is okay. Resonance and Attack Res Tidings, I guess that's fine. But yeah, Lena's okay with her gimmick. Elamine, not so much, but she is still an offensive mythic hero, so I guess that counts above all else. What would I say to do for this spanner? If you're going to summon, obviously just hit blue. Yeah, there's nothing else really to concern yourself with. Maybe if you don't have Fallen Female Allure, maybe, but I would say at this point, don't even bother with that. And then over here, like we mentioned, colorless is the way to go. So let's go ahead and hit. Okay, I'm actually going to go for blue because a Peony merge would be so poggy. Okay, that's not Peony. Not like I expected to get her, though. All right, then we'll go over here and we'll hit. What are we going for over here? Probably blue. Yeah, because I don't have Fallen Dedue yet. I don't have Fallen Lena either, but I would rather get Dedue if I were to get anything, which, of course, we're not. So, yeah, there we go for those summons. And before we get out of here, I just want to quickly... I have some daily orbs. Let's do some daily YOLOs for Heimdallr. As if I'm going to get her, though, right? Yep, that's exactly how that goes. So, yeah, like I mentioned earlier, guys, I can't make videos if I don't have any new units. And... what am I going to do? Just show the same defense team over and over and over again? I already mentioned in a previous video that there's not really much of a point in showing off a defense every week unless I'm making some real major adjustments to it. And, yeah, if I don't really have anything new, I can't really do that. Maybe we'll do offense this time, though. Maybe I could do some offense replays fighting against Heimdallr. So show some guys, like, what you do to counter her end action abilities. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the remix banners. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Let me know how you guys made out on your free pulls, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.